Yo, so we gonna get back to it, man. I'm at $17. You know what I mean? Putting in a little work. You know what I mean? This is all from $5. So crazy work. Keep putting it in and trying to get it popping. All right, so I got zones and 10 for the win up. Trying to see which one I need to. I haven't even looked at it yet. Let me go to USD CAD to see. That's only 64%. And it just popped up over here. Sell on zones and here, which would have been decent. You know what I'm saying? I can see why they called it because it's outside the Keltner, but that percentage is so low, can't fool with it. All right. Let me go to AUDJPY and see what that one did. Yeah, that called a buy, and that was definitely a good buy for sure. I might still be able to get in this one. I might still be able to get in it, but I don't know. Because I'm thinking about it. Because the next good area where it could go up is like right around in here. So I would or maybe here. I did see this area as well. So I'm going to have to wait on that. But yeah, guys. So anytime you are trading with a small account, again, you have to be extremely precise. As precise as you can be. The best way to do that is just to stay focused on the candles coming outside the Keltner channel, right? My Keltner settings are 20, 10, and 2. So when they come out the Keltner channel like this one, you could do, I would say 5 to 10 minutes up. You know, if it's at the bottom, if it's at the top, 5 to 10 minutes down. So you could do 5-minute trade, 7-minute trade, 10-minute trade. You know what I mean? It just depends. See, like this one is coming out again. I think I might go. I'm gonna do like a 5-minute right now. I'm gonna buy for $2. And so what I usually like to do is I give myself 4 entries, right? So I'll do 1 entry if this one doesn't go. I'll do a 2nd entry if that one doesn't go. 3rd entry if that one doesn't go. 4th entry. But I usually double up. So if I do $2, my next trade should be like $4 or $5. Right after that's just to make my money back plus a profit. If that doesn't work, then I'll double up. But I try to make sure I do not lose this entire amount. Sometimes I may not even do 4. If I do a riskier trade on my second one, then I might just leave it at that. And if I take that loss, because the goal is to stay up here. So I'm trying to leverage the $7 versus the whole amount, right? And what I mean by that is I had 17, so I would risk the 7, right? To get up, you know what I mean? To get to where I'm trying to go. So far, this is looking good. I got 4 minutes left on this, but we did have another 10 for the win pop up on EURAUD. So let's see what that looks like. And volatility is probably going to be a thing today. So I got to be mindful of that. This one is calling for a sale. So I got to keep that in mind, which I got to go check the M15. And I usually check the M15 just to see if there's any major zones ahead, which I do see. So we do got heavy rejection here as well. So we could definitely get a sale. We got sales before. We could definitely get sales again if the market decides that's what it want to do. So I'm going to do a 10-minute sale on here. And I'm going to do $3 over here. I'm going to sell there. On this particular one. Now, will it take 10 minutes or, maybe not. Maybe it'll go. Sometimes it'll go, halfway down and shoot back up. Sometimes I'll get it to where it's way down here. My bad, y'all. Hold on. That throat be dry in the morning. Well, you're fresh up. All right. So sometimes, it'll come all the way down. The pattern has been is sticking to the top of the Keltner, coming halfway down and going back up. But I'm noticing the rejections over here. Now, it's not quite there. Well, it is there. Okay. So we at this rejection right here, we pretty much a little past that one. So we're somewhere close to this rejection right here. So this is the rejection right here, if you can see it. This is the rejection that it just bounced off of and sold, right? And then we got one more rejection at the top. So that's how I'm measuring it. And usually them higher time frames are strong. All right, so we're going to see how strong they are. But let me click over here and see what we're looking at. Okay, so on this one, the first trade I placed, it's looking pretty decent. I got a minute and 51 seconds left. The only thing that sucks about this is that it's still in a clear channel for the most part. The top of this channel is clear, so we would really need to start pushing up here to this 20 moving average. Otherwise, it could easily reverse and come back down. So that's the tough part about this right here. Cause see, I did what was that 5-6 minutes on there. See, it's starting to try to come back because it's in that clear channel. So we will see. I'm gonna have to play around with it, but y'all, I'll be back here in a little bit. All right, y'all. So it looks like this entry is not gonna go. It was good, but then it turned around. The other one still got 7 minutes, so I'm gonna do another one. Entry right here, $2.67. Only reason why I didn't do $4 because I'm right at 10 since I already placed this trade. I really didn't want to go under 10, so we'll see how this plays out. See if this one end up coming back in 6 minutes. If not, then it is what it is. But I just placed another buy for second entry over here. This one may need one more. Sometimes, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't, recommend this for new people. But sometimes if I feel like we can actually go one more, I will risk the entire account just because it's small to try to get to the next level. So sometimes I do that. You don't have to do that, but sometimes I do because, I'll be on a little more of the riskier side to try to get where I'm trying to get to. But we'll see how this one plays out. If it don't give it to me, if it looks like it could go, then I'm gonna do it. If I'm not sure, I just won't do it, and I'll just take a L for today. But we will see how this plays out, and I will be back. All right, just giving y'all an update. This got 2 minutes left. It was winning pretty decent. So I don't know if it's gonna stay under this line though. He was doing fairly well. Now, if this next one decides to push down, we in there. If not, it could get a little ugly. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how this one plays out. I haven't looked at this one. Let me come over here. This one's looking pretty decent, but I still got about 5 minutes left on that too. So these could really go either way. You know what I mean? Hopefully this one decide he want to keep on pushing down and we straight, but I'll be back, y'all. All right, y'all, we're at the 30-second mark. We're a little under that now. This one's still playing around. I don't know if he gonna make it. He could, but I don't know. He's starting to push again. This one may be okay. We got to see where it's at. This one might be all right, which would still give me about a little bit more to risk. So I'm not just completely out with an L today. Yeah, this one ain't gonna make it. He out of there, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But if I get this one, then we in the game, which I believe this one is going to go. 2 minutes left, unless hard news hit. This one should be good, which would still put me up a little bit. And then I could risk a little bit more to potentially get to where I need to go today. All right? So I'll be back. All right, y'all. We down to the last 12 seconds. And it's looking like we're going to get this. Hopefully we don't get no hard, crazy retrace. And we should be good on this one. And then I can look at another trade. All right, so boom, that puts me back at 14. So now what I'm gonna do is find another trade to get in. Let me see if any of these. Okay, AUD Chef buy, that was it. Okay, let me look at AUD Chef and see what that's looking like. Okay, that's good. This is good. I feel like a lot of the stuff I've been doing. So let me do, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do the 4.91. We're going to do a 4 minute buy on this one. And then I'm going to let this run, right? We're outside the Keltner channel. It's looking like he's ready to come back. Stochastic is low. So let's see what we get out of this, all right? I'll be back. Yo, so we back here. I got like less than a minute left. This was winning the whole time, and in the last minute, it started trying to push down. So that's the thing with trying to figure out what times is going to be best. Lower times or higher times. Sometimes when I do higher times, it'd be way up here. Some days it's not. So this is one of them days where it's just like, it's going to make you fight for every little thing. So hopefully we get a green candle on this one. And he push up there to the white line, to the 20. If not, it's ugly. But it's so close, bro. I just don't like him being under that 8 because he can push down further any minute like that. That 8 moving average is acting like, it's going to push it down. So, ooh, I don't know, y'all. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, broke even. That's wild. We broke even, man. What a day this is. Sheesh. All right, y'all. So, I'm gonna look around a little bit more because I don't see nothing else on here right now. See if I see anything that's worth getting in. These have been correct. It's just my timing has just been off. So normally I would just stay consistent at doing one time, but the market is kind of cutting up right now today. So I'm like, all right. Now this is where you gotta kind of walk in wisdom and use to say, okay, I lost $3, which ain't bad. You know what I mean? But the market is making me work, and I don't like too many stressful days. This one's looking pretty decent though. I'm not mad at this right here. I'm not mad at this. What I do see, check this out. I see the market, boom. I see we right here at this zone on the M15. Last time we hit here, we shot straight up. And then a little bit lower than that. Okay, so I'm feeling like we're gonna go up. So let me do the whole thing. Y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, because I am. But don't do this at home. Just watch. I'm confident in it because of where we are. All right. I'm doing the whole thing. I'm doing 4 minutes. All right. And the only reason why I'm doing that, because we're outside the Keltner, stochastic low, close to a zone. We at a zone and close to another zone. So I feel like in the next 4 minutes, we should be a go. So I'll be back. All right. Give you an update. It's 2 minutes left. It's looking good, but we still, we pushing. We looking good, but I still got 1:53 left. So let's see how this goes. All right, y'all. So these are the type of entries that I be wanting right here. This is what I'm used to when I usually do longer trades, like nasty snipers, right? So I got 24 seconds left. We're up there. Unless some crazy news event happens, this is a go. And we was confident in it. I told you, when you're confident in a certain trade, you're willing to risk more. I wasn't confident in some of those other ones. It was decent, but this one just made me way more confident, and it worked out. So look at that. To God be the glory. Hey, now we at 28. Come on, from $5. Man, you know what I'm saying? But you got to do that sometimes, Then I can go back to doing my $2 trades. But again, this right here, so let me show you, was outside the Keltner channel. Okay, it's outside the Keltner. Stochastic is low. That's the M1. To make sure we get a longer trend, I had to come to the M15, right? I saw the M15 was close to a zone, which was this one. And what did I say last time? I said, you see how this shot straight up? Now, in that same area, we just shot straight up. So you can base your entries off of what the market did before. And since it's on the M15, it's a stronger zone. So it lets you know that rejection is going to be even harder. A harder rejection. Boom. Worst case scenario we got here, but from here we went straight up. So that would have required a longer trade. But thank God this one actually just went. And it was good. Man. All right. So y'all seen how the turn of events, you see how like you got to be able to measure your stuff. Now I have a lot more to risk. Now, if I wanted to, I could only risk the $8.63. But if I wanted to risk more, going all the way down to 10, then I got a lot more to risk to get to the next level. And that's kind of how you got to do it. All right. So hopefully this video has helped you. Again, I do have systems and all kinds of systems that you can get, signals and all that in the description below. All my courses and stuff are free. So go through the courses, credit course, Forex course, life course, all that. All of it's free. So go get that. And then, let me know what type of videos I want to see. I'll keep updates. My bad, I can't even talk. Updating y'all as much as I can. And then I'll see y'all in another video. All right, peace.